Round 2, fight.
I think there are. There have been conspiracy theories that were true. I'm just saying the problem
then they're not theories. They're conspiracy truths.
Yeah, that's why I said some. I think it's an important topic. I understand how, especially younger people, but really our whole world has gotten confused as to who we can trust.
If you're saying, Andrew, we need to have authorities that we trust, not conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
I need to know which authorities I should be putting my faith in. Should it be the scientific community?
Is the scientific community often biased? Yes. Yes. There's politics that go into what you can and can't say as a scientist, right? That's true.
So should I trust scientific authority or not?
I think generally speaking, we trust experts. If I have a question about my house, I ask an engineer, and I would trust him until I see some reason not to.
Do you think that people have seen a lot of reason not to maybe trust these so-called authorities?
I do. I do. But all I'm saying is I don't think it's as simple as saying, well, I don't trust anyone. This is where
I need you to repeat back what I just said.
Creatures are attacking me.
Nope, stop. I need you to repeat back what I just said, Ben.
You said something about
repeat back
trust.
what I just said about trust. You can't remember my position. Let me tell you my position one more time, Ben.
Sure, my position, but you could be respectful also.
My position, I'm sorry.
You can be a little bit
hurting your feelings?
Take a step back.
Calm down, Karen. Calm down, Karen. I'm trying to talk to you. This is what I'm
talking about. It's
trying to talk to you here.
You think it looks good for you to behave like this? Go ahead.
Can you repeat? If you can't repeat back my position, I'm going to tell you one more time what my position is. That I
can't repeat your position back to you, Andrew. That's correct.
Okay.
Suspicion,
so,
bro. For some reason.
Do you agree that those are two totally different things?
And I don't think you should call me bro, but you can. But I don't think you should call me bro. I think it's disrespectful. That's what we're talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you feel so disrespected, but please answer my question.
That's more snark. Why can't you just be respectful? You think you're winning the debate by being unbelievably hostile to me?
Are you going to answer my question, or are you just going to mule? So I'm asking who the proper authority is.
Who are the proper authorities?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. I actually made a little whiteboard. It's a hierarchical system. I believe this is just a traditional Catholic view of who you should trust. Now, are all of these people, except for God, fully trustworthy? No, they're human beings. You can question them. But I think when we make it just me making decisions for myself and distrusting all of these people, having a tendency to distrust all of these people, I think you run into the problem that you become lost in a kind of, if you don't trust anyone, then where are you getting your sources from, right? And it can get ugly. You understand what I'm saying? There's a problem with a lack of trust. And I'm saying I understand that we're all in this position, but there's no simple solution of just saying, well, I'm going to do my own research.
That the whole explanation was so incoherent, I could barely keep up with it. I'm serious. I'm having struggling to keep up with this.
That's why I made the whiteboard.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we're going to start with God, right?
Right.
Then we're moving over to the Pope. Why should I trust the Pope?
Why should you trust the Pope?
Yeah.
Well, I believe you're Orthodox, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that you don't trust the Pope, but you must trust.
Yeah, but why should I trust him? Should I trust the Pope? I'm asking a very simple question.
Sure.
Should I trust the Pope?
Yeah, I think so.
You think I should trust? Now, can you tell me why you think I should trust the Pope?
Because I think he is the successor of Peter, but I understand why you have trouble seeing that. Although I don't think the Orthodox deny that.
Okay.
He's the bishop of
Rome.
Hang
on. Just chill out for a second, man, so that we can try to make some progress here. Because I actually got an answer to the question, which was great. So you're saying that
let's be friends, Andrew. Let's be friends.
So you're saying that does that mean that I ought trust Catholic bishops?
Yeah, I do believe that the Catholic Church is the one true church. I don't think that means you should trust in an unlimited way.
I don't need the qualifiers. Just yes, I should trust the bishops.
Yes.
Okay, should I trust then your local priests?
Yes.
So does that mean that I should then trust your mother and father as well? I'm looking at your chart. What's your chart start with?
God.
and then pope, then bishop, then local priest, and then
Well,
your
it's got a split, right?
and then your mother and father. But we should be able to read that backwards too, right? First trust your father and mother, then local priest and bishop, then pope, then God, right? Should I trust your father?
I mean, not especially. No, not any more
So,
than
but
anyone
I
else.
should trust your pope.
It's not my pope. It's your pope. It's our pope.
Well,
right?
no,
This
I mean
is the problem.
it's your pope, right? And I ought.
Well,
trust
you have
him.
your own pope.
So
No.
I mean, we're just.
Well, let me go through your line of logic.
Okay, let's go through mine.
Don't you have a similar hierarchy?
Yeah, but I'm not telling you what you ought to do. Do I trust my own religious authorities?
Yeah, do
many
you?
of them.
Good.
And many of them I don't trust.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying that we trust everyone here in an unlimited way. Of course, Andrew.
Okay,
right?
great.
But if we get rid of, if you didn't have those authorities to trust, and it was just
okay,
you,
just, dude, chill
then
out.
it's a problem.
Chill out. I just trying to walk through this so that I get the mindset down.
Okay.
So going up the left side, we're going to start with your mother and father again, and then we're going to move on to the mayor. I should trust the mayor?
Basically, if you're in a town, you should trust the mayor. I'm not saying, well, okay. Yes.
That means your next logical leap up is I should trust the governor?
Yeah.
And then I should trust a king or a president after that?
Yeah, I think that we should try our best to, and if there is mistrust, work it out.
Can you tell me why I should start by trusting the mayor?
Because he would know the answers. If there's a question that you have, he would be the first person who you would go to say, what's going on in my town?
Okay.
So you
and
could say,
and then why should I trust the governor?
For the same reasons.
Because if I had a question about my town?
Well, they have competency.
Oh,
right?
Competency.
In other words, they have access to the people who would know the answers to these questions. Now, are they always trustworthy? Not necessarily, but
so we'll get back to this now that I've seen your little whiteboard and things like this. Okay. The number one thing on the list: trust your mother and father. You should definitely do that, right?
I believe as an adult, you should trust your father.
Yeah. What if your father's a conspiracy theorist?
Yeah, I think you have to work that out.
Well, you said I ought trust father, right? But what if father's
I believe that's a good
theorist?
starting point. Yes.
Yeah. So what if father's a conspiracy theorist? Should I ought not trust him then?
I think it depends. If it strikes you that the conspiracy theories are like what is that I read on my phone there, I think you would say, I'm having a problem trusting my father, and that's a real problem. In a family.
So then, no, not really unconditional trust for father. Just question what father says as well, right?
But Andrew, you're being disingenuous. I've said that it's not an absolute blind trust. Trust doesn't mean if there's a breakdown of trust, we have to work through it, right? You're going to keep saying that I'm advocating for absolute blind trust of
I'm
everybody
not saying
in the
that.
hierarchy.
I just asked you a question, which is, if
I believe
father,
right?
If father is on your list, well, you gave me the list. I'm operating off your list. Wait, the mayor? You think the mayor's a higher form of authority than your father is?
I mean, my chart is, incomplete. So there's the Bible also.
What about your governor? Is your governor a higher form of authority than your father?
On certain things, sure.
Like if the governor came in and was like, "Hey, little girl, you should come with me," and who cares what your old man says, right?
I mean, the governor has the force of the state police, right? So I mean, he has.
And people should trust that, Ben?